The Society for Range Management is the professional scientific society and conservation organization whose members consist of land managers, scientists, educators, students, ranchers, and conservationists. A diverse membership guided by a professional code of ethics and unified by a strong land ethic. As we look back on 2022, the Society can take pride in having achieved several key goals, while also taking on a number of new initiatives. We were led this year by SRM President Karen Launchbaugh, as well as a dedicated board of directors and staff. Their commitment to long-term planning and collaboration is evident in their impact on advancing the objectives of the Society in 2022 and beyond. SRM is dependent not only on leadership from its president, board of directors, and staff, but on the involvement and dedication of our members. SRM is strongest when we have the diversity of thought, activity, and action that comes with a broad and committed membership. Thank you for your continued support of our organization. This year, the SRM team undertook several initiatives to increase the strength, reach, and diversity of the Society. Last year, the SRM Board of Directors moved forward with a proposal to fund regional coordinator positions. In an effort to bolster section growth and build consistent linkage between sections and the parent society, the PNW and CalPAC sections both onboarded one of these positions, which assists section volunteers with communications, outreach, and administrative support. Have you visited the new rangelands.org? Staff continue to update and improve the website as we receive feedback from members. Driven by the Advisory Council, SRM is also building a data share platform, which will allow members to better communicate and share information on society happenings. This year, the Diversity and Inclusion Committee presented the findings of its society-wide membership survey to the Board of Directors. 340 SRM members responded to the survey, with some interesting results. A majority, 65% of respondents, felt SRM should be a leader in diversity, equity, and inclusion for range and natural resource professionals. The committee put together 10 recommended actions for SRM at the institutional, group, and individual levels, such as increasing student engagement. One such action is being implemented at this meeting. Language interpreters will be provided for nearly 150 international participants to virtually attend the plenary session and the International Affairs Committee activities. The Board of Directors and SRM's Policy and Public Affairs Committee work in conjunction with SRM staff to communicate impactful directives that support the many careers and livelihoods connected by rangelands. In March of 2022, the United Nations General Assembly unanimously adopted a resolution to name 2026 the International Year of Rangelands and Pastoralists. Since then, nearly 320 organizations and 68 countries that supported this effort have begun planning for this historic event. SRM continues to play a leading role in hosting those discussions. SRM participated in several range-futuring stakeholder sessions held by the U.S. Forest Service this past year to help establish the future of rangeland management under the agency's jurisdiction. SRM strengthened its relationship with the Bureau of Land Management this past year, working together to improve the Bureau's grazing regulations and improve overall processes and procedures. The Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 carved out $20 billion for conservation programs, including $1 billion to boost conservation technical assistance. Late last year, SRM sent its recommendations for how those funds should be allocated. We'd like to acknowledge and thank the 19 members of SRM's Ecosystem Services Task Force for the insight, knowledge, and countless hours of teamwork they contributed to create an in-depth report titled Rangeland Ecosystem Services: Connecting Nature and People. The nearly 50-page document will be an incredible asset to educate policymakers in Washington, D.C. on the ecosystem services and human benefits that rangelands provide. Finally, the Policy and Public Affairs Committee has spent considerable time discussing the upcoming 2023 Farm Bill and how to best position SRM to be a part of those conversations. SRM staff maintained regular and virtual meetings with federal agency leaders, and congressional members and staff will continue to maintain those relationships as the Farm Bill process unfolds. SRM continues to put a strong focus on collaborative efforts with partners in the tribal, ranching, academic, government agency, nonprofit, and professional communities to develop trainings, build outreach, and collaborate on multiple fronts to contribute to the field of rangeland management. SRM and NRCS are continuing their collaborative work in a set of 2 new training courses to be provided to NRCS employees. The course, Vegetation Monitoring and Data Interpretation, and Economics of Conservation Planning on Grazing Lands, are the next stage in a multi-year effort to provide professional development and training to agency professionals. SRM will once again be utilizing SRM members as instructors for these courses and looks forward to the work ahead. SRM concluded its multi-year work on the Native American Rangeland Training Initiative in 2022. The project, a partnership between the Society for Range Management, tribal governments, and other tribal organizations, was built to help tribal natural resource staff address challenges that impact the sustainable management of rangelands on tribal lands. The initiative, which provides free training courses, both online and in the field, grew and evolved over its timeline as instructors and organizers responded to changing climates and demands. In particular, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the training courses switched largely to an online platform, where they are now housed along with the initiative's full program overview and information. It can be found at nativeamericanrangelands.org. SRM was honored to be part of this project and looks forward to the next stages of this effort as it grows outside of the initial agreement. SRM appreciates the support of both the NRCS and USFS who made this possible. Good Grazing Makes Sense was designed to bridge the gap between the science and producers, creating an avenue for the society to engage with ranchers directly. The program just reached its 1-year anniversary and has been providing practical, applicable, and economically feasible range management solutions to its expanding audience. It's growing in membership, partners, and sponsors, all pointing to a strong start and a bright future for the program. Together, we have contributed to the growth and development of rangeland management by developing a path to share science and research through practical application. We urge SRM members to build on this momentum by serving in leadership roles, joining committees, getting certified, and attending section meetings. With that, we thank you for attending the 76th annual meeting here in Boise, Idaho, and look forward to seeing you at the 2024 annual meeting in Sparks, Nevada. We leave you now with some closing thoughts from our outgoing SRM president, Karen Launchbaugh.
Hi, I'm Karen Launchbaugh. I'm president of the Society for Range Management. Wow, that's amazing. I started in the society back when I was in high school. I was in the high school youth forum. And then I went on to graduate school and I gave a presentation and I even won an award. And then I went on to learn more about range management, and I learned from the best because of this profession and because I came to annual meetings and I read the Journal of Range Management, now Rangeland Ecology and Management, and I just really came to love the society that really brought information that I needed. And as president, it's been a great year. We've done some really cool things as a board of directors, and the officers and I have tried to figure out what does this society look like in the future. It's great that this year we've heard about the designation for the International Year of Rangelands and Pastoralists. That's going to happen in 2026, and hopefully the whole world will start to understand how important these rangelands are in the communities that work on them. We also started the kernel of an idea for a leadership initiative that would really help the young professionals in our society learn the skills that they need to work across borders and across agencies and across landscapes to make a difference. A lot of other little things that really kept this organization on stead. It's been a great year. It's been a huge honor. And it seems odd to me that I'm sitting here by the fire alone tonight, when I think the greatest thing about the Society for Range Management is that it's a place to do what we can all do together that none of us can do alone. We advance the educational standards of our profession. We have a presence in Washington, D.C. We guide organizations from all across the globe and from across our states to try to understand rangelands. Oh yeah, rangelands, that's what brings us all together. Those beautiful landscapes that most people just drive by and never even notice. That's the one thing we all love. It's the one thing that we're really dedicated to. And that's why I love the Society for Range Management. I hope you have a great year. and keep working with the society. We need you.